BookTube.
Hi.
Today's the day. It has arrived. November 1st is here. That means it is the start of New World's November.
Yep. We've been looking for this for a long time. We're not going to say a whole lot in this video, but we are going to talk about some of our co-hosts.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't said a whole lot about our co-hosts, and we'd like to do that because we want to thank them all. And we want to encourage you to go check out every one of their channels. Check out all of their announcement videos, you know, whenever they bring a video up about this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just hosts that have videos up either. People who are participating, people who are reading, doing reading projects for this.
Yeah.
Are not all co-hosts. I mean, a lot of them are just booktubers who want to participate. But
and we have a hashtag. It's hashtag New World's November.
Yep.
So if you're feeling froggy, just type that out into the search engine. And it'll bring up all the
it'll bring up all the ones
the hashtag in it.
Yeah, it'll bring up all the ones that have the hashtag in it. If you just type in New World's November, you're going to get a lot of them from last year too.
Yeah, you might get some from last year too.
Which, if you didn't participate, you might want to see them.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to talk about co-hosts.
We need to talk a little about the outline and the themes and all that as well.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tackle that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, New World's November is like all of our other. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's like all of our other events is cut up into 4 weeks. Each week has a separate theme. But unlike all the other events, we have some sub-themes that you can pick and choose from, just as a little added spice. So week 1 is terrestrial. It means anything that takes place on Mother Earth. Week 2 is extraterrestrial, anything that takes place away from Earth.
Yeah, and that can be in space.
Another planet.
Another planet.
A spaceship.
Yeah, it's somewhere away from Earth.
An asteroid.
Somewhere away from Earth. I would say if it takes place in Earth's orbit, it's probably terrestrial. Get it out of Earth's orbit.
If you want, you can even call it extraterrestrial, as in an extraterrestrial. But we mean place wise usually, as in anywhere away from Earth.
But do it how you want.
Yeah, the whole goal is to read science fiction.
Yep. And it's to read science fiction, short science fiction.
Goodness gracious.
Anything under 250 pages, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Or short stories, novellas, novelettes.
Yep. I'm doing almost all short stories.
I'm totally jumping on the novellas.
Yep.
Week 3 is classic science fiction, and we are defining that as anything pre-1965.
Or anything. You can read something in 1965.
There's something from that era.
Yeah, something from that era. I mean, there's classic science fiction, you know, up a little higher than that. I would almost call Ringworld, which came out in 1970, classic science fiction.
Yeah, and
because it doesn't have all of the new wave, sensibilities.
Yeah, and there's going to be disagreements on what is classified as classic sci-fi and what's not. But in this case, we classify it as anything pre-1965.
Yeah.
Week 4 is going to be a mainstay of New World's November, and it is robots and AI.
Yep.
Because that's a huge part of science fiction.
It is, especially classic science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the 4 weeks. Now we also have a boatload of subgenres for you to choose from. There's 13. And it's just for you to see if you can mark off all of the sub themes with the things you're reading this week or this month. And those subgenres are alien archaeology. Thanks, Sean. Alien romance.
Alien archaeology. I'm fascinated by it. Ever since 2001: A Space Odyssey, the movie.
Yeah. That's what turned you on to alien architecture?
Alien archaeology.
What did I say?
Architecture. That's like the 4th time I've heard you say that.
It starts with A-R-C, and my brain don't know the difference.
Say start with A-R-C-H, actually.
Alien
romance.
archaeology is, yeah, you know what alien archaeology is. It's discovering pyramids on Mars. Or,
Actually, it's paleontology if you discover bones and stuff like that. And archaeology is the actual act of, digging it and researching it and things like that and finding it. But however you want to classify it.
Let's not muddy those particular waters.
Yeah, that's right. It's however you want to classify it.
The second one is alien romance, and you better believe it. It was put there for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to abuse it mercilessly. Number 3 is a translated work, and it's any work that's been translated into your preferred language from another language.
Yep.
That's fairly self-explanatory.
So if Spanish is your first language, it was an English story that's been translated into Spanish, that works.
There you go.
Yep.
Number 4 is alternate worlds / dimensions.
That's going to be pretty fun. I think.
Self-explanatory. Again, yeah, loads of fun.
Yep. And I'll tell you one that would work for that is one. Well, you know what? Never mind. Maybe not.
All I can think of is movies off the top of my head.
Well, there are books.
I know there's tons of them.
There are tons of books that would fit that. I just haven't come up with any. That might be a video we need to make is some recommendations for these.
Yeah,
prompts.
I know the Mode series by Pierce Anthony would work. They're sci-fi, but they're too long.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to tackle Pierce Anthony.
Yep.
Number 5 is Far Future. And that's
again,
totally
it's up to
self-explanatory.
you.
But that's things like the time machine, where he travels thousands upon thousands of years into the future, and like everything's changed. You know how this works. Number 5, no, we just did number 5. Number 6 is war / military, like sort of like Ender's Game or Starship Troopers.
Extremely easy to find.
Yeah, war / military is an A.
Yeah, armor.
The first one I'm reading. Is it not first? It's not First Contact. No, something children.
Oh, Childhood's End.
Childhood's End, war / military. Number 7 is genre crossing, which is the second one, alien romance, would be covered in that. But we're talking, alien romance and like horror / sci-fi. Sorry, Sean. I have a speech impediment. Science fiction is hard to say. But horror / science fiction, fantasy / science fiction, which is kind of, that's crossing some lines.
Well, no, it would work fine. It would work fine.
Well, it'd be like a group of spacefarers discovering a planet filled with elves.
What I'm going to try to find for that is a science fiction mystery. I love them. I love them. They're so much fun. I'm probably going to reread an Isaac Asimov story for that I love. Yeah.
Number 8, First Contact. You're gonna find a lot of those.
That's a ton. Yeah. There's a ton of First Contact
that is
stories.
a staple.
And
of
again,
science fiction.
especially in classic science fiction, you're gonna find tons of First Contact stories. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number 9, time travel. Again, tons of time travel options out there. He's
I'm going
reading
with Time Machine.
Yeah.
This coming week or this week. Oh, I'm excited as hell about it too. About reading that story. So yeah.
Number 10, Invasion, which a lot of times will go right along with First Contact.
Yeah.
War / military.
Yep.
Number 11 is Humorous.
That's
a little bit more difficult to find where science fiction is concerned.
I found a good one. It's in this book, even though it's called Science Fiction Terror Tales. It has a story in here that is humorous. You can keep going. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay. Of course, there's the obvious options like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, although that's way outside of the page count. But
I don't think it's that much outside of the page count. It's a short book, but it wears out its welcome after about 30 pages.
Says you.
Yep, says me.
That'll be your little secret. Number 12 is Political, which you find you find that a lot in the Star Wars books. and a whole lot of science fiction. For some reason, politics go really, really well with science fiction stories.
Yeah,
Do you find
this
it?
story right here, Prot, I believe is how it's pronounced, Prot or Prot, I don't know. It's by Margaret St. Clair. And from what I hear, this is, it's a bit of a science fiction horror story, but it's also humorous. So,
Well, I want to read that.
yeah.
Okay.
And it's also First Contact.
Ooh,
Yep.
is it terrestrial or extraterrestrial?
Don't know.
I'll have to figure that out. And number 13, the last one, is libraries. You're welcome, Sean. No, I can't remember. Why did we choose
It wasn't
libraries?
just Sean. I mean,
There was actually quite a bit of excitement about libraries.
Yeah,
because
well, there are libraries. I mean, libraries. It's going to take a bit of research to find libraries, but they're there. There are lots of stories of libraries. You just might have to look a little harder.
yeah, I can imagine that coming up with alien archaeology.
Yeah, very, very well could. Shut up.
You didn't find nothing.
Her watch sucks.
Does not shut.
She has an Apple Watch.
It's awesome. But anyway, those are the 13 subgenres. It's just sort of just sort of a scavenger hunt, just to see how many you can manage to get in the month. Just a little bit of extra fun. And if you're feeling froggy, there's some extra credit, which is to
and this one Sean Sanfast came up with, and I love this.
yeah, it's
He came up with some great ideas for this.
What's it called? Travel to another dimension, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah,
No, an alternate reality or
visit the parallel universe.
Sorry.
And what that is you're going to take in another media form of a short story you read. It can be a movie, or a radio show, or a graphic novel, or a puppet show. It's just you get the idea. Just find an adaptation of a story or book you've read for this month and watch it and tell us what you think, because we want to live vicariously through you.
Something I discovered is Dimension X. It's on YouTube. It is radio dramatizations of science fiction short stories. And they don't always have the same title as a story, but you can do a little research to find out what. And I mean, they're like 30 minutes long, 30 minutes or less long, and they are entertaining and a lot of fun. Very well acted, very well voice acted. I think they came out in, I don't even know, late 40s, something like that, early 50s. Yeah, and they're a blast. Dimension X, and then there's another one too. I've heard some of each one. I prefer Dimension X. Dimension X did a lot of replays, redoings, and re-recordings of these shows with new actors and stuff, and they're really, really well done. But yeah, those are good. And now we're going to talk about the co-host a little bit. This is a great group of hosts we got this year. We had a great group last year. We have a great group this year. We'll have a great group next year because we plan on keeping this going. Our number one host, and one of the people that we one of the first few people that we always invite is Steve Donahue. We love to have Steve Donahue along.
Read We're Gluttons for Punishment.
She didn't mean that, Steve.
Oh, he knows I didn't. What are you talking about? Please.
But no, Steve is very knowledgeable about books of all different sorts, about stories of all different kinds. Wouldn't be the same without him.
No, it really, really wouldn't.
No, same with the next guy, Sean D. Standfast. We love to have Sean along, especially when it comes to like science fiction or horror. Like with Horror Mayhem and this right here, this New World's November. Sean knows his stuff when it comes to science fiction, for sure. And I love his knowledge, especially about classic science fiction stuff. Our next one, another bibliophile reads. Greg, another bibliophile reads. Greg knows a lot about science fiction as well, and has given me some really great recommendations. I think for this event, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to read that Greg has told me about after New Worlds November. But he buddy. Yeah, and we would have invited Greg last year for New Worlds November, but we didn't discover his channel until we were into New Worlds November. So, Unlimited Reads, Chris at Unlimited Reads is a constant reader, just kind of like we are, and reads a lot of different things. He reads horror. He reads a lot of thrillers.
I'd wager he's reading right this second.
Or working, because he is in Australia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because it is about 10:30 a.m. there, I think. Because we are recording this the day before.
Link says hi.
So.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Chris has got a great channel. Check him out. Subscribe to him. He puts out some really good content. Then we got Brandy, Booklectic. Brandy's a great booktuber, good friend, and knows her stuff about science fiction as well. So yeah, check out Brandy. She's gonna be a staple to this event for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great channel, great person. So go give Brandy a shout out. Give Brandy some subscribes and some likes and some watches. She would really appreciate it, and she has a great channel. Deserves it. Read by Fred, a new host of this event. Great, another really great channel. I loved his introduction video.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple of great new hosts this year. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Fred's a well-read person too. Reads a lot of books, and he's going to be a great addition to this group of hosts. You want to go ahead and go with the next one?
I can't see him. The next one is the Rambling Reviewer. That's sorry. That's
She's having sinus
Nathan.
issues. Yeah, Nathan.
I'm having sinus and my brain don't seem to work.
Nathan is the Rambling Reviewer. He is awesome.
Yeah, we've had a lot of conversations with Nathan over the last week or two, and and he started conversing with us last year during New Worlds November, and I'd wish last year that I had that we had invited him, but we didn't know about his channel quite in time. But yeah, he's very great. He's great on the Voxer group. He has some great videos.
Yeah, adds a lot to the conversations. Yeah, has some great videos. He reviews books very well. Go give him a subscribe and some watches. He's really good.
The next on the list is Book Time with Elvis. That's Mark, and I really enjoy his channel. Why do I do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I really enjoy his channel. He puts out some fantastic content, and he's going to be a really great addition.
Very down to earth, very well spoken.
Yeah.
He lives in the Czech Republic. He's from the UK originally, but lives in the Czech Republic. So but he's a new science fiction reader, and that's one of the reasons that we wanted Mark for this event, because he could look at it from a slightly different perspective.
Is he doing a buddy read?
I don't know. I don't remember. I've got all this written down somewhere, but I don't remember from one video to the next or 1 minute to the next, because we got so much going on.
I remember my name. My brain's going to start leaking out my ears.
And another brand new one that we've got this year is Bob's Books, and her channel is really good, and it's kind of a new discovery for me. I've watched Read by Fred, And Read by Fred has mentioned Bob's books, and I think that's a great channel. I mean, she's been reading science fiction for about 2 years. And the other day she did a book haul video from San Diego. I think it was San Diego. Very good video. Very nice book haul. She had another one where she took you into a bookstore. Maybe it was the same video. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. But then she saw a Philip Jose Farmer book that I just finished. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. So, yeah, she's got a great channel as well. And Michael K. Vaughn, I mean, what can you say about him? His channel has really taken off.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because he's got a lot of personality. He speaks well. He's very knowledgeable. He loves his old science fiction, just like I do.
We were giggling like idiots at his latest video a few minutes ago.
It's so good. It's his Barney the Vampire video, Halloween video, and it's what a way to cap off Halloween. It's great.
The next channel is Science Fiction Reads.
Yep.
It's very apropos.
Yep. And again, someone who knows his science fiction. He knows classic science fiction. He knows modern science fiction. He's a big Alastair Reynolds fan, like I am. Alastair Reynolds is one of the best modern science fiction writers there is. But he also reads a lot of old science fiction. Great channel.
Yeah.
Give him a look too.
Oh, absolutely. And give all of these folks a look. There's some great content out there from these people.
Yep.
The next is Jim Reads Too Slow, which is not true. He doesn't read too slow.
Well, a person reads too slow if they feel they read too slow. But that's the name. That's just the name of his channel.
You can't say things like that. Because then I read too slow, and I'm not happy about that.
Becky doesn't read slow. Becky reads 20 to 25 books a month.
If I'm enjoying what I'm reading, I read fast. If I'm not, I will slog through that like Christmas. It's so slow going.
You slog through Christmas?
No, it's slower than Christmas.
Yeah, I get it. But it didn't make sense.
You suck.
But yeah, Jim's got a great channel as well. We've been watching Jim for the last year, since Jim's first video. I think he started his channel during New World's November last year. He did. Yeah, his first video was a New World's November TBR, I believe.
Yeah, but then he did Horror Mayhem with us.
Yeah,
he's a great co-host.
Yeah, and I like hearing about what he's read because I like the way he talks about what he's read. He's succinct. His videos aren't real long. They're but he gets a lot said, and he does my kind of review. I really enjoy it. And last but definitely not least, but he is new to this, or a new host this year, is Gareth from
Book, Songs, and Other Magic.
Yep, somebody else who is adding a lot of good content to the Boxer group we have going. The Boxer group we have going is just a group of all the hosts.
Yeah, it's allowing us to keep up with who's putting their announcement videos out and who's putting their TBR out and what everybody's reading
and recommending books back and forth. If you would like us to open a Discord next year for this, I'd be happy to do it and keep up with it. You know, for the people who aren't hosts. You know, if you would enjoy that, if you think you'd like to do that, then let us know. We'd be happy to do that next year. But yeah, those are our hosts, and Gareth, again, someone who knows his science fiction. I like Gareth a lot. I love his channel. He doesn't just read science fiction though. He's getting into some more a lot of literary stuff here lately. He was talking about Salman Rushdie the other day, who is somebody I haven't read yet. I have the Satanic Verses, but I haven't read it yet. But yeah, and we have a great bunch of co-hosts.
Yeah.
But we're gonna end it there, and start reading.
Yeah, get to reading. It is that time. Jump on your sci-fi and
let us know. Let us know what you're reading. And if you
Sorry, Sean.
What?
I said sci-fi.
Forget that. Sean's not gonna punch you in the face for saying sci-fi.
No.
Sean D. Standfast prefers the words science fiction.
And I can't say science fiction.
So say sci-fi. He don't care. Sean's not a ptarmigan. Stop it.
Okay, that is a great word. Ptarmigan.
Yeah. Or is it ptarmigan or ptarmigan?
It's ptarmigan.
Okay, I thought I said it right.
Your books are calling. Go read.